This shouldn't take long. No one moves, no one talks, and then no one gets hurt.
Hello, yes, Grant from Screen Rant. How you doing today, sir?
Hello, Grant. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. I'm first and foremost big honor to chat with you. I mean, going back to everything from Ray Donovan to The World's End, I'm a huge fan. And I gotta say, I loved this film. It is such a twisty, simmering tension, thrill ride that I just love. What was it about this script that drew you to want to be a part of it?
Well, I mean, I know I come from a certain part of London, the East End of London, where probably the most famous place in the country for gangsters. So I grew up around a lot of gangsters. I've never been involved in them myself, but as a kid, I used to see lots of them. And we've lost something in the UK in that now when we depict gangsters in movies, they're always wish fulfillment characters. They're two-dimensional wish fulfillment characters, and everybody tries to act cool and look cool. And I remember gangsters as being very tragic characters, very sad, full of regret, full of trauma. And we have a great tradition of that in the UK. We have films like The Long Good Friday and Mona Lisa and Get Carter with Michael Caine, and where there was much more nuance and complexity to those characters. And we've lost that now. And I turn down gangster movies all the time. I get asked to do gangster movies all the time, and I turn them down. And this is the first time I've ever played a lead in one. And I did it because it was an honest depiction of what they are, which is four villains in a hell of their own making, which is how I remember them.
It really is fascinating watching all of them sort of explore their pasts as well as where they want to be in the future. And with that said, I mean, I find it so interesting that the dynamic between yourself and Tien throughout the film, as you know, Ronnie really tries to sort of fix his past in a way. What was it like finding that dynamic with Tien as you were filming?
Well, Tien, one thing Tien did, which was really brave as an actor, especially as a young actor. It's his first time on a film set, so he's feeling very nervous, slightly disorientated. And a lot of people, when they're facing that situation, would try to be cool, would try to kind of macho it out, you know? And what Tien did was lent into his reticence, he lent into his disorientation, because he knew that the character of Royce had the same feeling. And so there's a wonderful innocence to Tien and authenticity to his performance that was very easy for me to bounce off of, because I knew that he was going through the same experience as an actor as the character was. So it was wonderful for me. I have a natural affection for him anyway. We're very good friends, and I'm slightly a father figure to him. You know, I've kind of I just think he's going to be an amazing actor. He's got a great future, and you know, and I just want to encourage him as much as possible.
I really look forward to seeing what he does after this and to hopefully seeing him get more roles where he doesn't have to be that reluctant. He gets to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
bold, like
Me and Bernard went to see him in a one-man show in London just after shooting, and it was incredible. His range as an actor is amazing.
well, I can't wait for filmmakers to showcase that range in the future. And then on the flip side, though, we have Sam, who is just this wild card throughout the film. And you guys, without necessarily getting into spoilers, you have a few physical scenes together. And I'd love to hear what it was like working with him to capture the intensity of those scenes, as well as, you know, the emotional undercurrent of those scenes.
Well, he plays the character who's nihilistic in the story, and my character is um, more aspirational. He's trying to change. He's aspiring to become something else. And Sam is the cynicism, the nihilistic cynic. And what was great about Sam, because he used it, because he's such a good-looking boy. Quite often he plays heroic characters, and in this film he plays the villain in many ways. And that's a very brave choice for him to make, I think, because he's a very attractive boy, but this is not a very attractive character. It shows incredible courage for him as an actor to break out of that. I love it when actors refuse to be defined, you know, and that's him refusing to be defined. That's him wanting to be an actor rather than a movie star. and I applaud him for that. I think it's very brave, and I think he gives an amazing performance, incredible performance.
I couldn't agree more. And so then with your character, I love when characters and actors are allowed to wander a scene and sort of find something to latch onto for their performance. And so like the bedroom scene when you sort of are looking around and you come to a tale of two cities. I'm curious how much of that was in the script versus how much that was you as Ronnie really feeling out the moment and finding something that he could latch onto.
No, that was in the script, but there are because it's a very collaborative art form. It's a very organic. So the writer writes something, the designer designs a set, and you go and you know what the essence of the idea is, and then you find ways to push it a little further in the most artistic, efficient way you can. So yeah, it's mainly you've got to serve the writing really, and it was in the writing. And Barnaby did an amazing job aesthetically as well. It's very easy. The house tells the story as much as anything really, as much as we do.
The house is very much its own character, and it's
Yeah.
got some interesting bones to it. Did you have a favorite room, by the way, that to hang out in, since you got to spend time in everywhere from the kitchen to the field to the your bedroom?
I love Ronnie's bedroom. I love the way he shaves. I love the thing on the wall. I love him reading The Tale of Two Cities. I love that. Yeah.
There's so many great little moments with him, just watching him live his life in this place. I can't wait for people to see it. I see I'm coming close to time, so before I let you go, I'm also really excited you're getting back into the comic book world with Clayface. I know you cannot share anything without getting in trouble, but I would love to hear what it's been like, stepping into the world of Gotham and seeing what they're doing with this body horror take in this world.
Well, the director James is it's just a joy to work with him, and Tom Harris is a wonderful. He's going to give an amazing performance. That's all I can say.
I respect that. And then, so very final question, by the way. I also loved your Inspector Lestrade. I'm still holding out hope for you guys to come back. Have you heard any rumblings on what might be happening there?
Every year I hear that they're going to do it. They're going to do it. They're going to do it, and it never happens. I don't know. I don't know if it's ever going to happen.
Well, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I want more of all of you guys in those roles. But in the meantime, really look forward to getting the word out about All the Devils Are Here. Truly,
Thank you
just
very
such
much.
a fascinating film, and I think people are going to love it. So, Eddie,
That's very
again,
kind.
such an honor talking with you. Thank you so much for the
Thank you,
time.
Ron. Thank you very much.